Capital One. It is a sticky night at McCombs Field in Austin, Texas for one of the great rivalries in college sports. Texas and Texas A&M. One team will advance to the Women's College World Series.
Pressure on a defense.
Gutierrez on 2-2. Sophomore versus sophomore. Powell lines one to right field. A leadoff base hit to kick off the Austin Super Regionals for Kennedy Powell. Beg your pardon, Smokey's at first. James Colsey is at third. Willing on a 3-1. Elevates one to left center, and it gets past the diving Bella Dayton. Coco's going to go into second. Powell to third standing. And Texas A&M has back-to-back hits to begin game one. Hunters, nobody out. And Cannon hits a ball. That's foul. It's grounded off with Cannon. Or is it? No, it's a fair ball. Marty Avzishin has it out at the plate, but Cannon is saying, wait a minute, what's going on? Texas will throw to first, get two, throw to third, triple play. What in the world? Trisha Ford is coming out to argue, though. As it stands, it's an inning-ending triple play, but Trisha Ford thinks that Cannon fouled the ball off herself.
At this. Clearly hit off of her foot. If not, I mean, that would have been a triple play. That would have been unbelievable. And it is at least something that got this crowd back into it. But I mean, it very clearly hit off of her foot. The associate head coach for Texas.
Foul ball, says Smokey Eds.
I mean, that got everybody's heart rate up.
And these two kids embody what it means to be an Aggie. Cannon blasts one high and deep left field and long gone. And Texas A&M is shot out of a cannon with a 3-run start to the Supers.
Hit 8 home runs last year. This is her 16th in her senior season, wanting to go out with a bang. There is no bigger bang than a home run in a super regional against your in-state rival, Trinity Cannon, the senior. You know that felt good. We thought it might have been a triple play. It wasn't. She gets another chance. And instead of a triple play.
7 losses this year, and all of their losses, they've allowed the first run. Julia Cottrell, slow ground ball. This is Mia Scott from third. And there, finally, is the first out. She gives up 3 runs on 3 hits to start the game. That ball smoked to second. Jasmine Hill off the glove of a diving Alyssa Washington. And Hill, who's been struggling a bit, hits a 1-hop laser to second for the Aggies' 4th hit in 5 batters. 3 batters into the game. Wiggins hits a little fly ball down the line and left. That is caught at short by Martinez. Throw to second will be late on Jasmine Hill. So 2 down of the inning. Swing. Now a ground ball to short from Allie Enright. Martinez throws her out. And the nation's second leading offense has some work to do with the #1 seed in the nation for the first time. And Maloney, their leadoff hitter, hits a ground ball to second. Rylan Wiggins retires her, and Kennedy has a 2-pitch out. 66 hits, 27 walks, second on the team. And Scott goes down swinging on an off-speed delivery from Kennedy.
Oh, we didn't really.
Martinez with an amazing regional round with 6 out of 8, 2 walks, homer, doubled. And Martinez flares one to second. A dream beginning for Perez smacks it right past Gutierrez. Wow. A ricochet single up the middle. And these are not just soft hits. This is some serious lumber for the Aggies. Was a Cannon home run. Este, left center field, hits it well, but Henry tracks it down at the edge of the warning track. So a good battle, 8 row, because she was her coach and primary pitching coach as well that year at Arizona State. Ground ball here to second, and Washington will tag out the base runner Perez for the second out. Coco Woolley a double in the first. And another ground ball to second. Washington to first. Matt Morgan does what Matt Morgan does. Reese Atwood, Player of the Year finalists coming up. And no surprise the Cats gone full in their first meeting here. And that one is off of Kennedy and caught! Wiggins at second with a spear. Oh, wow, what a play by Rylan Wiggins.
The best Texas A&M defender.
Next pitch to Katie Stewart. Drill to center field, and Jazz Hill can't get to it. But she gets to it very quickly off the wall to hold the freshman Stewart. That's high, ball 4. So a line drive laser caught by Wiggins. Followed up by the first hit on base, slugging .646. Mitchell, right field. That ball's going to get down in front of Enright for a base hit. And Jolie Mitchell loads the bases. 3 consecutive Longhorns have reached with only 1 out. The freshman Caden Henry in the 8th spot. Henry, first pitch swinging. Cannon at first will go to the plate and get the lead out there. A 3-2 fielders. Mitchell and Henry the runners. Dayton swings and misses, strike 3. And Kennedy escapes with her second strikeout, leaving the Longhorn bases loaded. Strike 3, inside edge. Matt Morgan punches out Cannon for Texas's first strikeout. Experienced postseason player on the roster. And Cottrell grounds the ball through the right side past Stewart. Julia Cottrell is the 6th Aggie with a hit.
4-hole on the ground.
So here's Jazz Hill in the dirt. Atwood whipped on it. A wild pitch, and Julia Cottrell will take second. In Florida, they're year 2 since the Super Regional format 2005. Hill with a ground ball to second. Washington's been busy since Matt Morgan came in the game as Cottrell takes third with 2 down. 2021, 2014, and way back 2009. Wiggins pops it up. And Martinez makes the play. And Cottrell is stranded at third. Morgan's pitch well in relief. Top of the Texas line.
American-wise, this is what it has looked like the past few years. And they knew they needed to increase their strikeouts.
Maloney toward the middle. Let's field it on a hop at short by Willie. There's the first out. We tonight with Oklahoma run ruling Florida State and UCLA run ruling Georgia. Right side snared at first by Cannon. Off the bat of Mia Scott. Another rocket finds leather. Very, very athletic team in the field. That ball to second, routine for Wiggins, and Kennedy has retired the top of the order in order twice today. 3-0 Aggies. Not a surprise that Mike White wouldn't have wanted her when her name went in the transfer portal. And Wright elevates one to center field, and Henry puts her away. Big 12 freshman of the year. 3-2. And Perez hits a ground ball to Washington. The Women's College World Series returns to Oklahoma City in 2024. Action will begin. Watching something while you're
listening
driving.
to.
Yeah,
You know.
very good.
You know
good
what
recovery.
I mean. There you go.
Estee, ground ball to first. Stewart snares it. It's another good inning for Matt Morgan. Reese Atwood, second at bat. Taylor had the previous Texas RBI record. It was 66. Reese has shattered that by 22. And she is on with a walk. And for the first time tonight, Texas has a leadoff runner on. She told us that in high school, she hit a fly ball that soared beyond the fences and hit a runner at their track. And the building you just saw is where she sometimes hits balls to, but here she hits nothing.
The lead to that strikeout went right at her.
Washington on the next pitch. Out to Enright. 2 quick outs after the leadoff walk.
Doan tried to see if she could get Mitchell to chase that pitch out of the zone, and she held up.
The inside couldn't help her swing. Mitchell goes down. Texas is 0-6 with trailing after 4. UCLA. Then Oklahoma State, Arizona, Stanford, LSU. 6, 7, or 8 games tomorrow, all 8 today at Texas A&M. Off to a tremendous start to open this Austin Super Regional. Get $50. Her mom finally said, I got to stop. I'm going to be broke. Into left field, this is Bella Dayton. And Willie is retired right on the line for out number 1. And the moral of this story is, parents, it is okay to bribe.
Almost halfway down.
Cannon unloads again. Deep center field. Holy Trinity! A 2-home run, 5 RBI game from Trinity Cannon. There's her Aunt Revisor Daggett, the happiest person in the park. Up go the bubbles in the A&M fan section, and it is 5-0, the 16-seeded Aggies.
She's just been a student of the game. She is understanding her swings and what she needs to do, what she needs to attack more this year than any other year in her career. Unleashes the power. Now 2 home runs for Trinity Cannon in this game. 1 was to left center and 1 was to dead center field. She knew it off the bat. The leader, the senior, the home run hitter, the home run. She's hit 2 home runs in this game.
To third, good short hop pick. The second 2-homer game of Trinity Cannon's career. The first was against the
off the field, and because of her, I know softball isn't who I am. It's just a part of me.
Right side, here's a ground ball from Caden Henry. And Revis going to have one more thing to cheer about. Is that lost 11-5 and then lost 2-1 here in Austin. That's low. That's ball 4 to Bella Dayton. Third walk of the game issued by Kennedy, and Texas has RBIs, but ultimately she gets on base. Such a great table setter. Here's a ground ball chopped down to short. Willie makes the play at second. Retire the lead runner Dayton for the second out. 2 strikes on Scott. Mia Scott lofts one in the right. Alley Enright is there. Texas A&M is 2 innings away from a game 1 upset in Austin. Wiggins into that shift, and the shortstop Martinez throws her out.
And she dropped a lot of good one-liners too of enjoy the heart, who love to compete.
Down to third from Enright. Here's a 3-2. And it's ball 4. Perez is on for his second time with A&M's first walk. Holden on the run on 3-2. Estes sprays one the other way. That ball's going to get over the head of Dayton and off the wall. Henry throws it in. Golden's coming home to score the 6th Texas A&M run.
She took, that was a pitch up in the zone, and it was almost like, oh, that was a good pitch to hit. And then Mac Morgan brings her a drop ball that just stays flat, just does not get down enough. And Kramer Eshte inside outside swing and almost hits it out of here. I mean, that was about a foot or 2 from being a home run. What a slide.
All season. Powell with a 2-out bunt. Powell is retired at first. 1 more for Texas A&M. All 6 runs for the Aggies.
And it was in an awkward position to catch that throw.
Yeah, it's a little hard for us to tell, obviously, intention of what's going on from up here. That ball's floated to right. Base hit for Vivi Martinez to lead off the Texas 6th. Life. And Atwood walks. So a base hit and a walk against Emily Kennedy. And the Longhorns have to be our own personal TV guide and internet guide in 2024. Thank you, sir. Here's Katie Stewart. First pitch swinging on the ground is short. Woolley goes to third and gets the lead runner there. Coco Woolley's played a flawless game in the middle infield.
So loud here right now, and Coco Woolley decides to get the force out at 3 because the ball was kind of taking her that way. So instead of trying to turn the
away with a 6-run lead from a game 1 win. 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 2 on, nobody out has turned into 2 on, 2 out for Emily Kennedy.
It's a big out, too.
An inning where Texas has to get something. And they get the bases loaded. 5 walks in the game, handed out by Kennedy. 2 sunglasses is thrust right into the spotlight. First pitch swinging, in the air, right center field, grand slam! Hunter off the bench, Texas onto the scoreboard, and it is alive here in Austin.
That is a freshman. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 4 RBI to get within 2. A grand slam when your heart is pounding. The fans are loud. This freshman, wow, what a moment. A pinch hit, grand slam for Hunter. Amazing moment.
Runs his season. Dayton right side, that's a fair ball. And Texas, in a game it trailed 6-0. In an inning it trailed 6-0 with the 2-2. And Simmons puts it in the air to right. Alley Enright makes the play. Texas A&M has the lead going into the last inning. But it's a lot more tense. Matters has turned a whole lot more tense. It hadn't been this close since that 3-run homer for Cannon, and Texas A&M is not satisfied with 6. Coco Woolley with a leadoff bunt base hit to get the Aggies.
Right in order.
And hard to pitch around Trinity Cannon now. And Matt Morgan basically hits her in the foot, gets a stare down from Cannon on the way to first. 2 pitches, 2 base runners for the Aggies. Trying to add on here in the 7th against Matt Morgan. Cottrell down to 3rd, fair ball. Grabbed at the base by Mitchell. Goes to 2nd, it's a double play. Jolie Mitchell just came into the field this inning. She had been the designated player. Washington was trying to get a triple play at the back end there. Jazz Hill off the glove of Morgan. Picked up by Morgan. And this time there's no catch by a fielder off a pitcher's glove. So Hill literally singles off of her former teammate, and that moves Cottrell to 2nd.
It's a good sign.
He's in person. And Wiggins is hit. 2nd hit batter of the inning. Bases are going to be loaded for Allie Enright.
His hard work has paid off this year.
7th pitch. Swing and a miss. What a time for Matt Morgan's 2nd strikeouts. Scott pops it up. Foul territory. Cottrell made the catch. Right up against the wall for out number 1.
It is such a big out.
Trying to give Atwood a chance to tie it. And Martinez lofts a fly ball into center. Jazz Hill at the warning track's edge makes the catch. And Texas A&M is 1 out away from a Game 1 victory. The finalists for National Player of the Year. Atwood, deep left field. That ball is demolished. Texas will have a chance to tie it. Thanks to Reese Atwood's 23rd. It's 6-5.
Don't love the pitch call here, but props to Reese Atwood for taking advantage of this changeup that is left up in the zone and right into the wheelhouse of Reese Atwood. She's looking to hit. She's not looking to walk. She's expecting. She wants to get something up in the zone, and that is a pitch that she has hit better this year, is that off-speed pitch, and a Juggy Stewart in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss. She went outside. She wins it. Emily Kennedy and Texas A&M survive. And the 16 seed takes down the 1 in Game 1 of the Austin Super Regional.